Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Rrør Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. FG sends warning message to international community over Ipob. I did not say INEC deliberately withheld uploading election results. Lai Mohammed. NDLEA Group 1 Youths Against Drug Abuse. Suspected herdsmen killed 45 persons in Benue, many injured. Lastly, on sports. It's scary. Super Falcons balls Wild Drum admits tough World Cup group. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, the handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access our broadcast. The news in detail. The federal government on Wednesday warned Western nations to stop giving credence to the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. Information report that Mohammed gave this warning in Washington, D.C., USA, during his official engagement with some policy institutes. Ipob is a terrorist organization so declared by the Nigerian government, yet some Western countries harbor them and have been dealing with the illegal body, the minister said. They allow them to raise funds, some allow them to lobby their congressmen and lawmakers, and whatever fund they realize they use it to destabilize the country, he added. According to Mohammed, it is hypocritical for the Western world to claim it is fighting terrorism, yet turn around to support a terrorist group. And to the next story. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, says it is irresponsible and reckless. The online report credited to him that INEC deliberately withheld the real-time upload of presidential election results from polling units. The minister made a clarification on Wednesday in Washington, D.C., while reacting to the report published in some online platforms. He said the report was a deliberate falsehood twisted by the online platforms to serve their selfish interests. This is irresponsible and reckless journalism. The truth of the matter is that one of the major problems in the polity today is a section of the media. These are people who cannot just believe that the Labour Party or the opposition did not win the election. They convince themselves that the All Progressive Congress APC will lose the election. The minister said his statement was unambiguous and it was wrong for any media platform to have twisted it to serve its own interest. What I said was that during the election, there was a technical glitch, and as a result of this, and for INEC to protect the data, it suspended uploading of the results. Going on to the next story. The Assistant State Commander, Operations and Training of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in Imo State, Mr. Lamuwa Shehu, on Wednesday urged Nigerian youth to stay away from the abuse of drugs as it is dangerous to their health and to the growth of the society. The Assistant State Commander stated these at a summit in Owerri, Imo State capital. He said that the NDLEA, as a lead agency in the control of the circulation and use of psychoactive drugs, has been carrying out the campaign against drug abuse in the rural communities and schools. He also said the agency was collaborating with all stakeholders in the fight against drug abuse. According to him, in 2022 alone, the command trained about 70 counselors and school administrators in Owerri and its environs to assist in teaching young ones on the need to be watchful of their mental health by avoiding drugs. He expressed confidence that the robust campaign the agency had carried out with the involvement of traditional rulers and leaders and religious bodies would further shape the future of young people and make them useful members of the society. Also speaking, the Neo-Black Movement (NBM) of Africa, a non-governmental organization, has identified a departure from a lifestyle of drug abuse as critical to the socio-economic development of youth. Going on to the next story from Benue. In fresh attacks on Benue communities, suspected herdsmen have killed many locals in Apa local government area, People's Gazette has left. The attack, which started Monday evening, was carried out by Fulani herdsmen, residents allege. The resident and the resident told the Gazette that no fewer than 45 bodies have been counted in the attack, which spanned 20 communities. The traditional ruler of Ubobi community was also killed by the marauders. Many villagers also sustained grave injuries. It continued, people cannot go to their farms to harvest farm produce. In most cases, the Fulani herdsmen would control their cows to my people's farm and allow them to eat up the farm produce and then set whatever remains ablaze. The Fulani herdsmen have directed that they wouldn't like to see my people in their respective farm as from 10 a.m. as that is time to start the daily rearing of their cattle. Mr. Ocholi lamented that there has been no meaningful response from the police, and even the military men who are available in the affected communities do not hunt the armed attackers in the bush, but rather maintain their positions to secure their lives. Efforts to speak with the police were not successful at the time of filing this report. Ending the national news is a sports story. Super Falcons head coach Rning has admitted that his team faced a difficult task of making it beyond the group stage at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. The former African champions are drawn in Group B with co-hosts Australia, Canada, and Republic of Ireland. Waldrom's lady will be up against Olympic champions Canada in their first game, to be followed by matches against Australia and New Zealand. The Americans said their group is the hardest in the competition. It's scary, to be honest. Our first two games are brutal, the 66-year-old told FIFA.com. Many people have our group ranked as the hardest in the World Cup. The other three teams are all ranked in the top 25th in the world. They all pose different kinds of problems. The Super Falcons are currently in Antalya, Turkey, preparing for the friendlies against Haiti and New Zealand. That ends the National News this hour from BGI TV Current. Before we go, some major headlines. FG sends warning message to international community over Ipob. I did not say INEC deliberately withheld uploading election results, Lai Mohammed. NDLEA Group 1 youths against drug abuse. And lastly, on sport, it's scary. The Super Falcon Bolt Wardroom admits tough World Cup group. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.